This is something millions of Colombians thought they would never see. A president of Colombia sitting down with the rebel chief of the FARC to sign a peace deal. But this afternoon it happened. President Juan Manuel Santos and the guerrilla leader known as Timochenko signed a peace agreement putting an end to 52 years of war. It was an emotional ceremony. At one point, they asked for a moment of silence. And you could see during that time, various people with tears in their eyes, perhaps thinking of one of the 222,000 who died. It's important to emphasize not one family in Colombia has not been scarred by this war, whether it be a kidnapping or a killing. But there were moments of levity as well. At one point, their timing must have been a bit off. The guerrilla leader Timochenko was giving his speech and jets screamed over and he looked shaken up. A testament to the effectiveness of the Air Force in killing rebel leaders in recent years. But then he shook it off and he said, well, at least this time the airplanes are here to celebrate peace and not drop bombs on us. But one of the most important moments was when the FARC leader, Timochenko, offered an apology to the victims of the conflict. Let's take a listen.
In the name of FARC, I offer sincere apology to all the victims of the conflict for all the pain that we have caused in this war.
And I think it's important to note that this was an afternoon filled with symbolism as well, right down to the white shirts. But back to that apology, I think many of the FARC don't realize just how important it is for the FARC to apologize. They've said in the past, well, we will apologize, but the army needs to apologize. The Colombian government needs to apologize. And I think millions of Colombians, in order for them to really get behind this peace deal, just want to hear an unequivocal apology. And that's what the rebel leader Timochenko gave today. Back to you.
Toby, you're right about, I was watching that at my desk, and it was amazing when those jets went over and you saw him kind of shake. We were wondering what had happened, but you're right, it was just an amazing display. Speaking of amazing, I'm holding a pen in my hand. A pen is a pen, except in the case of this signing ceremony. Tell us about the significance of this pen.
Yes, it's a pen made from bullets. And on the side of it is written the inscription, our bullets wrote our past, education, our future. And this has been a message by the Colombian government to the Colombian people. Maybe some of the voters, because remember, we have a plebiscite coming up in a week, but maybe some of the people who aren't fully behind the peace deal, the government is saying, please think about all of the billions and billions of dollars we waste on the war. When they buy attack helicopters, attack jets. We could be spending that, the government is saying, on education, on the health service, even on the infrastructure Colombia so desperately needs, even to get up to the limit with its neighbors. So that's been the message. Get behind this. We can stop spending the money on the war and spend it on our people.